Okay, what's up guys? If you are a high ticket coach or consultant trying to scale a group coaching program, either with paid media or organic traffic, I want to explain to you why most people's advertising strategies, especially call booking funnels, are just not profitable moving into 2021. It's often not actually a problem with their ads. It's often not even a problem with their offer in some cases. A lot of the time, it's actually a problem with their advertising funnel or their call booking funnel. Doesn't actually matter whether it's coming from paid traffic or whether it's coming from organic traffic. Most people's call booking funnels are super inefficient, and you used to be able to get away with these inefficiencies when ad spend was much cheaper than, or when ad costs were much cheaper than they are now, because you could afford to buy up lots of leads for a smaller cost and still have a small number, maybe 1% of people coming out of the other end buying your high ticket program. And I'm going to explain to you with the use of this diagram here what is going on with most people's call booking funnels and why they are no longer profitable with advertising, especially after the iOS 14 update. So if your lead flow has dried up or your lead flow is not as good as it was before, then this is going to essentially explain to you why your advertising is no longer working or why your funnel strategy is no longer as profitable as it used to be. And then I'm going to explain to you how you can fix this funnel with just one simple tweak. So let's dive in and get started. So in a nutshell, what this diagram represents, this is a bucket, right? It's representative of a funnel, and we're going to kind of refer to people's call booking funnels as a bucket. And the goal of the bucket is to retain as much water within it as possible and filter out the other side, sales. Okay, so essentially, we've got our traffic source at the top. Start with ads. We've got ads pouring water into our bucket or pouring leads into our funnel. Now, most people's funnels have no filter stopping bad quality leads opting in or entering the bucket in the first place. And what that means is, especially after iOS 14 updates, we're getting worse and worse quality leads. And the problem is, if we don't stop bad quality leads from opting into our funnel in the first place before they even give us their email address, then we're sending poor quality pixel data or poor quality conversion data back to the algorithms, negatively seasoning our pixel and getting essentially negatively compounding returns from our ads, right? So that's number one. I'm going to tell you how we fix all of this at the end of this video, so stick around. Problem number one, okay, I'm going to actually write this on here. This here, lack of filter, is problem number one. Problem number two is this kind of top of bucket, top of funnel section. And the problem with, the next problem that we have is that the majority of people who opt into a VSL or a webinar or a lead magnet or a challenge never actually read, watch, or consume the thing that they've opted in for or the thing that they've registered for. And typically, if you check the data between your conversions and the number of people who start watching your VSL or webinar, you will see that there's round about anywhere between a 50 and a 90% drop off of the leads that you pay for never actually consume the thing in the first place. Right? So you're essentially losing between 50 and 90% of your ad spend and 50 and 90% of your potential calls and sales, leads, calls and sales, by not having a way or a mechanism of holding people accountable to actually taking the action on the lead magnet that you've given them. Okay? So number three, then, or section number three of the funnel, where there's all of these, by the way, these are holes, and these are the water and our leads and our profit pouring out of our funnel or our bucket, right? Where our leads are escaping. So then problem number three is you have to be some form of Eugene Schwartz style next level copywriter to be able to convince somebody nowadays to book a sales call at the end of a 20-minute or 20-minute VSL, 90-minute webinar, or cheat sheet or PDF or whatever the lead magnet is in your funnel, right? And most people, even copywriters, most people are not good enough copywriters to be able to convince a large enough volume of people to book a call, which is why you're typically left seeing anywhere between 1 and maybe 10% of people booking a call if it's, getting some good conversions, right? So again, we're losing between 90 and 99% of the leads that have opted in who are not booking a call. We're losing them. 90 to 90%, 99% of your ad spend is lost at this third section here, right? And then section number 4 is in our follow-up. Everybody knows the saying, call the damn leads, right? But nobody is actually calling the damn leads. And this is one of the major problems. And the reason for that is because most people in their follow-up just stick their leads on an email list and maybe email them, even if they're emailing them once a day. The problem is people's open rates pretty sharply decline to between 10 and 20%. So we're losing, again, an ability to communicate with another 80 to 90% of leads in this funnel, which is essentially, in combination of 1, 2, 3, and 4, is what is destroying the efficiency and the return on investment and the profitability of these funnels, of most people's funnels, call booking funnels, lead magnet funnels, any funnel where there's an end goal of getting people to book a call and buy a program. This is what we're seeing. Now, I see this from businesses ranging from $1 million a year to even up to 25 million a year plus. And the reason is because all anybody in the industry knows is the standard way of running ads in the standard funnels. Now, I've been lucky enough, or fortunate enough, in my career to have built and scaled my own coaching program to several million. Now, I did that with a funnel strategy that literally nobody even knows about right now. And this is essentially how I fixed all of these problems in my own call booking funnel when I was trying to do it the old standard way as well, of going ad to landing page to email to VSL to book a call. That way it's dead, it's dying, it's never coming back. If you're doing it, you're literally living on borrowed time, and there's no wonder that your ad spend is taking a decline until it's just no longer profitable. Now, if you want to learn a little tweak that you can make to your already existing advertising strategy or marketing strategy or funnel strategy to get people to book a call with you, pre-sold, pre-framed, ready and willing to pull out their credit card and buy your high ticket program, then I'm going to explain it to you right now, okay? So essentially, top of the funnel, we need a filter. We need a way of filtering people out. So what we do is we don't send traffic to a landing page, email opt-in anymore. What we need to do is we need to be sending people into Messenger. And what we need to do inside Messenger is ask them 1, 2, or maybe even 3 qualifying questions to make sure that the right people are entering your funnel and the right people are given the opportunity to opt in to your lead magnet, VSL, webinar, etc. From the beginning, okay? So that's the first thing. We need a filter on the top, and we do that inside Facebook Messenger with an automated ManyChat messaging sequence, okay? So that's number 1. That's how we fix number 1. So now we're only getting quality traffic into our funnel. We're feeding quality conversion data back to the ad platforms. They're sending us better and better quality leads. Okay, so that's problem number 1 taken care of. Problem number 2 is now we have people inside Messenger, and we take an email inside Messenger, we take the opt-in inside Messenger itself, not on a landing page. We are now able to hold those people who opted in accountable to watching, reading, consuming the lead magnet, attending the challenge, whatever it happens to be. So we get a much higher uptake of action takers, right? And when we get a higher uptake of action takers, we essentially fix problem number 2, and we fix these holes, we block out these holes, and we stop losing traffic from these holes here, right? Now, number 3 is because we now have people in Messenger, we now have a direct channel to answer questions, find concerns and objections, essentially, and move people in a Messenger conversation towards booking a call. So it doesn't matter whether you're not the best copyright, or even whether your copywriters or your VSL isn't the best copywriting or VSL or webinar or lead magnet, because we have people in a direct messenger channel, we can now ask people why they haven't booked a call, and we can answer their concerns, answer their doubts, answer their skepticisms, and hold their hand towards the next stage in the sales process, which is getting them to book a call with us. We can essentially book appointments inside Messenger with every single lead that you pay for. Not every single lead that you pay for will book a call, but I mean, you can have those conversations with every single lead that you pay for. And typically what we see is around about 20% of leads that come through this type of funnel book a call, which is, 2 to 4 times more efficient and more effective than a standard VSL webinar or call booking funnel. Okay, so then number 4, how do we fix problem number 4? How do we fix the follow-up? Well, because we've already got them inside Facebook Messenger as a result of the previous 3 steps, we're now able to follow up with every single one of those leads who pays an interest off the back of the lead magnet until they either tell us, great, wicked, I'm ready to have a conversation now, or they tell us, please stop messaging me, right? So by being able to follow up with people inside Facebook Messenger, as well as putting them on an email list, because we still take an email inside Messenger before we send them the lead magnet, so nothing changes there, we're essentially able to stop losing all of, or at least a lot more, we're able to block these holes in the funnel and essentially give us more sales, more profit, and more customers from the same advertising spend. And essentially, this is, again, how I scale to several million at an 8x return on ad spend. Okay, so if you're not seeing at least a 4 or 5x return on ad spend, this funnel strategy and applying this funnel strategy and what you're already doing, just making a few, remember, it's just a couple of slight tweaks in what you're already doing often, it can have a huge impact and a huge difference on your advertising and on your marketing. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, hope you've enjoyed this explanation. Sorry I'm not a better artist, but yeah, if you want to decrease your wasted ad spend, increase your return on ad spend from your paid traffic, and essentially scale your coaching program much further, much more profitably, then feel free to drop me a message. There'll probably be a link somewhere around this video, depending on what platform you're watching it on. Send me a message and ask for more info, or to have a conversation on the Messenger sales machine. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video.